Welcome to task number 5 in a short introduction to Moodle for the teachers. In this task, we are going to see how the Moodle interface works for the students. As a teacher, of course, it's important that you are able to guide the student through the process of using Moodle. And this task this will help you in doing exactly that. So I will now share my screen, and I am logged in as a student in Moodle. When students log in the first time, it's good that they go to the profile page and they can edit their profile. And this is first and foremostly, you can it is to show a picture of yourself for the other participants, and maybe also write something here about your interests and so on. So you of course can go for a country, even a town if you want. You can write a description, and you can upload a picture of yourself, upload a file. And it's important that this file is about it's a square picture, so it should be like 250 times 250 or any size that is square. And we upload this one, and that's sorted, and I can update my profile. Now I have a nice little picture up here in the corner that shows how I look like. So that's the first step you do. Other things is you will have the student also have notification area. So if you correct a task and doesn't accept it, you pass it back. This will normally flash up here as a notification for the student. And the student has an option, as well as the teacher, to work on the preferences for notification. Like, do you want to get mails? Do you want to get, when, for example, an assignment notification on the web, do you want to get a notification, for example, when you're not logged into Google? So should it maybe when you log in again, it should show a notification for you? Do you want to get an email when you're online and offline? You can trigger these things on and off and control all your notification systems. This is the same for the student and the teacher. So if the student says, oh, I'm getting too many mails every time somebody posts something, well, the thing is, you can go into forum, you can deactivate certain notifications. However, it's the student's responsibility to always make sure they're kept up to date with all the messaging from the teacher and other students. So if the student remove those notifications, it's that student's responsibility to keep up with what's going on. So that's the preferences. Then we have a messaging drawer, and here you have the messaging box for all the courses you are taking part in. This Moodle training course, there seems to be 2 messages that has been not been read, and here you can read the messaging, and you can also reply to it. You can also ask the teacher, you can search on certain users. You get a list of users, and you can message the individual user as well. When you message the user, that user will also get a notification here, or even if it's set up in the setting, will also get a mail when they are getting a message. So, it's good to go through these notification preferences together with the students so they understand how it works. Back to the front page. So you also have a drop-down menu, and the one that you will use mostly here is the one that is called grades. You click on this, it will show you all the courses that you are currently taking part of. Let's take this one for an example, another kind of school. I haven't got any grades yet, but as you can see, the points shows very clearly the tasks within studies, courses, and experience, and the totals. The range means the minimum you can get for the task and the maximum. So in this case, 2 points here would normally be 2 hours task. 4 points is a 4-hour task, and so on. So this is where the student can get an overview over their grades. If the student click on any of these links, they're actually linked to the assignment for each of the tasks. So if I link on this, I get straight into the assignment for this specific task where you can submit your answer. Of course, here you don't see the task itself, but be aware you have a nice little breadcrumb up here that always can move you back to the task if you wanted to see the complete task. So that's one way to get into the task, but the most standard way to enter a task will be to either use my program and go into it from here, or you scroll down and you enter your tasks from here. And I'm going to show an example on how the students submit the task. So he clicks into the course that consists of several tasks. The student clicks in on the task and you will see the teacher notes. You will see this is the teacher course. It's basically, it will open a Word file in this situation that contains the instruction of how to do this task. Okay. In this situation, they have chosen to do it as a Word file. Sometimes it can just be a link to a website or an internal page on Moodle. Then here we have a new development that is a big blue button, which is, for example, if the students are taking part in this course with a remote teacher. Then all the students, they can click on this link and say, I want to join this session because it's scheduled for today at a certain time. Now I'm using my microphone in another session, so I will just
the only person in this conference
mute situation. So now I'm ready to start to be part of this conference. At the moment, I'm just waiting for the teachers and the other students to join. So here you can actually have the course that you are going to take part in. I will just close this now, and I am back to this task. Again, I can use my breadcrumb up here to go back. I have read this, I have taken part in the course, and now I'm going to submit my task so I get my points. So I click on the assignment and I say add submission. Here I have different options. I can either write I took part, because maybe the requirement is only participation. Then you have a file submission, and here you can attach a file that you choose on your PC, you upload it and you attach it to this task. That's the other way you can do it. You can then save the changes. When you have saved it, it goes automatically into the state of draft. This means that the student can be working on a task, they can save it, but it's not sent yet, it's not submitted. So when they come back the next day, they can go back into this exactly same task. So they come in again through, they go to the assignment, and it has saved the draft. So the student can then either edit the submission if he wants to continue to work on it, or he can submit the assignment. In this case, I'm going to submit the assignment. It will tell you that, are you sure you want to submit it for grading? You will not be able to make more changes. And I say continue. The task is now submitted within the Moodle system. And here it will show exactly the status of it at the moment. It says submitted for grading. It has not been graded yet. I took part in this course, is what you have written, and there are no comments. So basically, there's nothing more for you to do in this course at the moment. You just have to wait for the teacher to correct the task for you. And that we will go through in another course, how the teacher does the correction part. So that's how the student does this type of courses, these types of tasks. So they can just go through doing task by task by task, and that's pretty much all they have to do in the basic forms of Moodle. Of course, when the teacher becomes a little bit more known within the system, they can create different forums, they can create different types of tasks like multiple choice, fill in the empty gaps, yes or no, answer question, true or false. You can have a lot of different types of assignment in the program that makes the course maybe a little bit more interesting because it has a big variation in the learning process. So that's how the student does the task. Another thing that we should go through is this menu out here. All users has it. And the thing is that the student has a very small menu because they only need access to the courses they are signed up for. A teacher will need additional administration modules down here to check the grades, make the grade book, see this who are rolled in, enroll more users and so on. But the student, they only have the basic stuff. So it has my program and it will show you the two category of where you have courses, and here I have 8 periods that I'm signed up for here, and I have Moodle training where I'm signed up for 2. You can jump into any of these courses by just basically clicking out here as well. However, for a student, you can actually complete your whole program without using that side menu because you have access to the breadcrumb here, back to the front page up here, and that's pretty much it. The teacher might configure some different modules here on the side where the students' private files can show. They can upload it here. They can upload it from the app on the phone. You have something called a full report of recent activities. And this is actually something that should be removed from the students because it's a teacher tool. However, they will not be able to see anything if they click on it. They can also see the different users that are currently online. If you don't want the other users to see that you are working hard at 11 o'clock in the evening, you can also unlist so people don't see your online status. So that's more or less the most important thing that you have. And typical every day when the student log in, they might go in here and they want to maybe check to see if they've got any grades. As you know, we have already submitted the task, but we haven't got any points yet. It's because the teacher hasn't corrected it yet. So as soon as the teacher corrects it, and if they accept it, this will start to populate and you will have an easy overview over how far you have reached in this course. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this little video.